Welcome to Cooking Space, a place where mindfulness and being present meets food and music. A place to chill out, relax, enjoy, get connected, and make something delicious. All right guys, so today I'm making Tortilla Española, my version of it. And this is the quintessential Spanish tapa. It is the thing when you go to Spain, you're gonna have a Tortilla Española. I can't wait to show you my version. This brings me back to a time when I was cooking in Spain and I got room and board, I cooked every day, but didn't have a lot. You didn't have a lot of spending money, so the tortilla was my sustenance. I'd have it for lunch, sometimes as a late night snack. It was perfect. And what I love about the tortilla is its versatility. You can add several different items to it. You can pretty much add anything. Looking forward to sharing this with you. Let's get in there. All right guys, so for our tortilla, just a few basic concepts I want to talk about. So one is for a base tortilla, it's usually potatoes, onions, garlic, and eggs. It's basically like a potato omelet that's baked. For our particular tortilla, there's two ways to cook these potatoes. Sometimes cooks slow cook them in olive oil, and other times they just blanch them in salted water. That's what I'm gonna do for you guys today. And so a little bit about the process. I'm gonna do a little riff on our tortilla, which is using some smoked bacon, a little bit of shrimp as well, chopped spinach. And how I'll start the process is I'll render down the bacon, I'll cook the onions and garlic in that bacon fat, and then eventually I'll just toss the shrimp in just for maybe like 30 seconds just to get some of the heat on, because it's gonna continue cooking in the pan. And then later we'll fold all those things into a bowl, put it in a pan, and get our tortilla rocking. So we're gonna put a little oil in here. I'm gonna get that bacon going, just kind of, my pan is pretty hot, and that's okay because I want to get the bacon working pretty quickly. But even though there's a lot of fat in bacon, you still got to start it with a little bit of oil just to render it out. While that's rendering, I'm going to cook my potatoes. We're going to just blanch these guys. And those will blanch for about probably 4 to 5 minutes. So we're gonna put our onions in here. The garlic. I'm gonna let that all kind of come together real nice. I blanched some spinach, so I'm just chopping it a little bit further. Pull these potatoes out. We're gonna strain them. So you can see the potatoes are slightly blanched. Remember, they're still gonna bake a little bit. You want them still to have a little bit of toothsomeness, but not raw. And so that's like the perfect amount. I would say they cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. So we'll put those back there. I'm gonna add my shrimp to this mixture here. That shrimp just pulled all the flavor off the bottom of the pan, what we call, cooking terms, the fond. I'm gonna add a little salt to this. And I'm gonna put this right onto this half sheet tray here. All right guys, so we now have our cooked potatoes here. Those look great. We're gonna add our shrimp and onion mixture to this. We're gonna add that in. So a little bit of this chopped spinach will go right in here as well. Most importantly, we have our delicious Pete and Gerry's eggs here. I love using Pete and Gerry's eggs. They're organic. They support small farms, which I love. And I love just the richness of it. You could see I could always tell how good an egg is by the color of the yolk. And it usually depends on the breed of bird, but these eggs are just amazing. So we're gonna go right in here to this egg, shrimp, and potato mixture. And we're gonna mix. And you wanna be careful not to break those potatoes. It's nice to have the layers. And you can see there's not a lot of excess egg mixture. It's really just coating the potatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil in here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of overfill this pan. It's gonna feel unnatural, but it's the way to get a beautiful tortilla mixture. Now just let it cook from the bottom up for about 3 to 4 minutes, just till the tortilla sets itself. Okay, so we're gonna do the flip. This is the most exciting part of making this tortilla. You gotta make sure that, I have a rubber spatula here. I'm just gonna make sure the outsides are released so they don't stick on my flip. And what I'll do is I have another Teflon pan. I'm just gonna put it right over the top, and I'm gonna invert my hands. My one hand here, my left hand on the new pan, and the right hand is here. And what I'm gonna do is bring it over to my cutting board, and I'm just gonna do a quick flip. 1, 2, 3. There we have it. I'm gonna put this down. And what I'll do now is I'll cover it with foil and put it in the oven. We're now gonna make a chive aioli to complement our tortilla. And typically an aioli is a Spanish garlic mayo. You know, I use aiolis in a lot of my cooking. And what I like about it is it provides creaminess. And with that backdrop of garlic mayo, you could always add, whether it's smoked paprika, ground piquillo peppers or roast peppers. Today we're gonna highlight on chives. I think it'll really do nicely with this tortilla. So we're gonna start with the process, which is really, we're gonna do this in a blender. I have some blanched parsley and basil, so we're gonna put that. We have our chives, that's right here. We're gonna add a few garlic cloves, a little bit of lemon juice as well, and just a touch of oil. I just wanna puree this so it's nice and smooth. So once that's pureed, I'm gonna add my egg yolks into this. So we have about 5 yolks that are gonna go in there, and I'm gonna give that a little run as well. And now to achieve our emulsification, which is just, you know, when you say emulsification, what does it mean? It means combining a liquid and an oil. So we're emulsifying this oil into this liquid base. Just gently get a little splatter, cover it up, let it emulsify until it thickens all the way up. You're looking for a, you know, a pretty thick consistency. What happens if you put it in too quick, the sauce will break. Take it out. I'm just gonna make sure this is released, which it is. It's real nice. I have a little cake stand here. I'm gonna do one more flip, guys. Real nice. Bring this over. I have a nice slice of this. Now you kind of want to let it rest up a little bit. Let it rest a few minutes, let the eggs kind of distribute. But you'll see I'm going to make a nice and I'm just going to plate this. A little bit of aioli. And your shrimp tortilla española is complete. You can see you've got all the nice layers of shrimp, bacon, spinach, potato. That aioli is gonna provide a nice little richness for it. And yeah, a great like everyday snack. This could be breakfast, it could be lunch. Really versatile dish. All right guys, thanks again for tuning into Cooking Space. And I wanna send a special thank you to all of our sponsors, especially Sub-Zero Wolf & Co. for allowing us to use their cooking space. Pete and Gerry's Organic Eggs, for without their delicious eggs, this tortilla might not be as delicious as it can be. And we also wanna thank all of our media sponsors. As always, a portion of our sponsorship dollars go to the Garces Foundation. And for the full recipe, click on the link below. And I hope you enjoy your cooking space as much as I enjoy mine. Buen provecho. See you guys next time.